Josh, it seems you're the one last healthy scholarship defensive back around. How important was it for you to get back from your shoulder injury for last week's game?
It was very important. You know, we had a lot of guys go down, but that can't be an excuse. So if you're healthy, you got to play. It's like a next man up mentality. So no matter who you are, where you come from, you just have to step up and be able to play and compete at the same level as the other guys would.
Stanford's not a team that's going to, have a lot of success throwing the ball. They would basically rely on their running game. It's not just Christian McCaffrey. Bryce Love has obviously made a big impact this year. How tough is it to deal with that two-headed monster in the backfield?
They're great players, but every week we go against great players, and we have the game plan the same, practice better, and do everything that we can and do what our coaches want us to do so we can go out there and execute the game plan. Because at this point, the only time we lose is if we beat ourselves. So.
Would it be, so you're saying these last 3 games you guys have beat yourselves, basically?
Yeah, the score might have looked bad, the numbers might have looked bad, but there's a lot of things that we could have done ourselves that could have narrowed that gap and put us in a better position.
Have you had a chance to look at the Stanford receivers specifically and what problems they present and what strengths they have?
I haven't looked at them player by player, but I know they're bigger and they're stronger guys. They like to get into you and be physical with you. So I know as a DB, we have to be physical back. We can't let them get into our bodies and do things to their advantage. So.
Davis was talking about how when he was growing up in Texas that he was aware of the big game. What was your experience? Did you have any idea what it was about? And what's your impression going through it now this week?
Before I came here, I knew about the big play, the band run on the field. But other than that, I didn't really know a lot about it. But once I got here, it was made pretty clear that this was a big game. You can't wear red here, all that stuff. So this is a pretty big week. I have friends, family calling me, hey, the big game's coming up. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, it's game time.
Last week, Washington State ran to the edge. They ran at you guys, the young guys in particular, and the walk-ons and you as well. And Stanford's been doing a lot of pitch and a lot of stretch plays out to that edge. What have you seen from the game tape from last week that you can take into this week?
That we have to come up and make tackles. We have to use our pad level because Stanford's a bigger team, so we have to use our pad level to our advantage. Rip off tackles, be able to wrap up, and if we can't get them on the ground, we have to hold them up so everybody can come tackle. We have to have a game tackle, have a team effort this week.